When you have stress, play chess. When you fall on your ass, play chess for a real deal, for Christian Seal.
Welcome to this small preview video for the next Bundesliga weekend. Of course, my goal is to improve my score on this weekend since I only made half a point out of 4 games so far. Well, the weekend takes place in Munich, in particular in the Kulturhaus Milbertshofen, and this is the building which you can see on this picture. So feel free to come either on Saturday in the afternoon or Sunday in the morning or early afternoon. Well, let's take a look at our opponents on this Bundesliga weekend. And actually, it turns out that our opponents are two of the relatively weaker teams in the league who also fight against relegation. Still, both of these teams are much stronger than we are. Yet, if we want to get a team point in one of the matches this season, probably this is the weekend to do it. All right, let's take a look at Augsburg first. In Augsburg, I should say that I know two people who are pretty important in this club, the chairman of the club, Johannes Pittel, and the team captain, Gregory Pittel. And yeah, Johannes Pittel organized a lot of tournaments in the past and also is active in this club for many, many years already. I was lucky enough to be invited to one of these tournaments in Augsburg, and I can only say I had a great time. So this is now already, I think, 19 or 20 years back. And as long as that, and even longer, he was already very good in organizing tournaments and getting people to come to the nice city of Augsburg. So the team captain, Gregory Pittel, he is more or less my age, I think a year older than me. And of course, I met him at several youth championships. So let's take a look at their team composition. Well, this is the team. On board one, we have the player with the second weakest elo of all players on board one, Kaido Kilaots, of course, the weakest being myself. It's a little bit deceptive, though, I would say, in Kaido's case, because he is pretty famous and well known for winning the Aeroflot Open, I think it was last year, and beating very, very strong players such as Wei Yi in the process. An amazing achievement, of course. Then he played in Dortmund, also didn't play too badly there. And of course, he's an extremely strong and experienced grandmaster. So it's a little bit deceptive for me to say that he's the second weakest player on board one. On board two, another potential opponent, since Külaus did not play any games so far, so I'm not sure if he's going to play this weekend. Another opponent would be Yevgeny Postny. I played with Yevgeny in a team for some time, and I think once or twice he also helped me with some openings. And so I'm hoping that he will not crush me out of the opening, but as I'm white, I'm pretty hopeful that I will at least get a somewhat playable position out of the opening in case I play him. Board three, Gabo Pap, I cannot really say very much, and I doubt that I will play against any of the other players in the team. So for me, it's a little bit a guessing game at this point, either Külaut, Postny, or Pap. But I will see this 2 hours before the game and then use the remaining time to finalize my preparation. Yeah, so what else can I say about the team? I said already that Gregory Pittel and his father, especially the father, is famous for organizing the tournaments, and I also know other players like Michael Prusikin and the team pretty well. And it's definitely a team to which I wish all the best for the rest of the year, just not this Saturday, please. So I really hope that this team stays in the league, but I also hope that they will not score 2 team points on Saturday. All right, that said, I'm not sure what kind of composition they will play with. I mean, I think it's pretty safe to assume that the players who already played 4 times, they will play again. And I think against us, they will probably also put some of the weaker players in the team. So I expect the Germans as well on the last boards. And yeah, we are going to see if that's what happens. And I think if this happens, our chances are maybe slightly below 10% to score a team point in this match. But there are definitely some chances here. The second opponent is Bayern München. Bayern München, of course, is much stronger in football than in chess. They were pretty strong some years back. So here you see their accolades of the past. So they won the German championship for quite a few times. But in the recent past, they don't have such a strong team anymore. And that's why they're not really in contention for winning the league, but also fight against relegation to the second league. Let's take a look at the team composition again. And here I'm pretty sure which opponent I will get. And this is the opponent who is on number 1, Niklas Huschenbeet, a young German player. And I think he played for Hamburg for many, many years. And now he switched to München to also live this dream and play on the first board of the first league at least once. And of course, in his case, as far as I know, he's a professional chess player. So of course, in his case, this is also very helpful in improving. Also a player to whom I would wish all the best, but not on Sunday, of course. So far he scored half a point out of 4, like me. He will be much more unhappy with this than I am, and I think he will see me as a target to attack on Sunday. So let's see how this pans out. On the second board, we have another player, Sebastian Bogner, who is, I think he was born in Germany and he now plays for Switzerland. That might be another opponent, but I'm pretty convinced that Niklas is going to be there, and so I'm really only expecting him on board 1. He's a player who is pretty strong in openings, as far as I can judge, and therefore, especially with the black pieces, I have to make sure to play an opening which at least allows me to get a good game and get a fight against him. For the rest of the team, they have a few young players, Dragnev, Georgades, Studer, so young German-speaking players, let's say, and some more experienced players like Klaus Bischoff or Zoltan Ribli. And so, I think it's a strong team compared to us, but it's also a team where, especially maybe if some of these middle players are not playing, like the last weekend, for instance, and maybe they are playing with some of the locals, so maybe they put on some of the 2,300 players in the team on the last 3 boards. And if that's the case, I think then also we should have a chance of around 10% to score a team point. If they play really with their strongest lineup, then I think it's very difficult for us to get anything. All right, I'm really looking forward to this third Bundesliga weekend. It's a weekend where I have the feeling I play against 2 players who are stronger than me, but where in both cases I think that I have at least a chance to maybe make a draw or to at least get a good game and see where it leads. All right, thanks for watching this preview video and hope to see you soon, maybe even in Munich. Bye-bye.